Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saxlingham. Now, I might sound a little bit frazzled, frustrated, stressed, because I have been. So, hopefully you didn't notice too much, but the last 3 recordings that I've done, the OBS audio settings weren't right. I was only getting one audio channel output, which meant game sound, mic, all that was going through one channel, so I couldn't necessarily I couldn't split it out, change the different levels, etc. And I've spent all morning messing around trying to get it to work, to a point where I did have it working, and then I closed OBS, opened back up, and it wasn't doing it again. I thought, "Argh." So I've now restarted my computer, and hopefully this works. I just, me and computers at the minute are not getting along. So I just took a couple of seconds just to take that little snippet of recording into DaVinci Resolve, which is my video editing software that I use. Cracking, actually, for considering it's free. Just to double check, and we are all good. So I hope you are all well. And I'm well aware that my recording issues are they pale into insignificance when it comes to real life problems that people have. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well and you are doing the best that you can. And yeah, I hope hope we're going to have a decent episode today with hopefully no major dramas. So, what have I been doing? We have again had a couple of evenings where there has been a chance to play the game, and 2 things. One, we've done a load of contracts which we're going to collect together momentarily. The other is I've purchased a new bit of kit. I saw it release on Mod Hub, and it just grabbed my attention, really. So I went ahead and spec'd one. And yeah, I'll show you what it is shortly. We are going to head along here, and we'll cut in about we'll go for this run here, I think. So header down, spin around a little bit, there we go, lines off. And it, I mean, I love it. It's great, and it's just another addition to the farm. We're doing all right for money. Yes, our current hire purchase bill is now about 16 grand a month, but I'm not too worried about that, if I'm honest. We are getting cracking yields, and there's always contracts about, so we can we'll be able to make that money. I mean, that one decent contract would make that payment on its own, so job is a good one. So what we'll do is we'll very quickly just pop that on cruise control. We shall go into the contracts menu, and are you ready for this? Look at those. So I'm just going to go through. So we are on, what we on at the minute, 116,000. So let's just spam space and enter. Well, talk amongst yourselves whilst we do that. Lovely jubbly. So what's that? About 80 grand? Which is not shabby, really. Now, I will show you also another piece of kit that I bought. Now, I saw this after watching a Farmer Sim video, and his, and I'm probably going to butcher the name, Echuria series. And I thought, ooh, that could work to solve our issue for ploughing. So I bought one, and then we took on a ploughing contract just to test that it worked, and it got rid of the ploughing requirement. For me, that's a decent check, because contracts are icky. There we go, to say the least, really. Sometimes you can't use a subsoiler, but this was, yeah, it worked spot on. I haven't got it with the sort of cultivator feature, just because in the past when I've used those, when you raise it, it leaves a bit that's uncultivated, and that would just drive me crazy. So I've just had it as a subsoiler, in inverted commas, but yeah, it's a lovely bit of kit. It's a decent working width, runs on the fence, no problem at all. So we'll have a bit of a new machinery tour very shortly. So you saw at the start we were unloading into the Bailey trailer on the back of the New Holland. I had already done one full upload unload off the first headland, so that was pretty decent, to be fair. I think the plan for the rest of this episode is to get this field harvested, that's the word, and then to decide whether we're going to mulch or not. I'm thinking maybe not, but we'll run the plough around if we need to. I'm hoping we won't need to, but if we need to, we will. And then we'll skip line this time, and we could potentially then just cultivate. I think we will cultivate for canola, because the stubble is rather harsh compared to that of, say, wheat or barley. I'm just probably making that up as I go along. But yeah, that is a relatively good plan, one thinks. So how much is that going to miss? A little bit. Right, so we'll get that. I have hopefully dialed in the auto drive course now, because that was being a little bit interesting, let's put it that way, on the route that it was taking. It was going a little bit round the houses, but I'd missed a connection, so it was down to me. The other thing I need to keep an eye on is the reverse course into the silo, because that is just, it just seems to have gone bonky. I don't know why. I know that the JCB struggled with it right from day dot, but the New Holland was all right with it. So I need to keep an eye on that, but you should see that in action shortly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push on a little bit. I'm going to have a think about mulches. It might not hurt us to do it for the speed that they run at, especially if we look at one of the ones that I used on Line Friesland, because that did run at a rapid rate of knots. And then we'll go from there. We'll have a look, see if we can plant anything yet. If not, we'll just wait until we can. So I thought what I'd do is I'll show you what we've bought, and hire purchase. So this is on the back of the fence, the Dundee 800. It is a subsoiler / plough, and it's blooming brilliant. So that is, we have bought that. We have bought that outright, I think. I seem to recall. I can't overly remember. It has been a while. But there we go. Let's just drop that there. Lovely. And if we head around this way, hopefully we won't get in the way of the New Holland, which is okay, coming in that way, which is fine. It's fine. There we go. Park that up there. Thank you very much indeed. So we'll head over here and just watch what this does. In fact, no, let's go this way first. I'll show you our new hire purchase. So I can't remember the name of the modder at all off the top of my head, but we have got ourselves a new John Deere, and it is an absolute gorgeous specimen. I mean, look at the mud. Look at that detail, the old splash upness, technical term that is for how the mud splashes up. It's a 6R. We've gone the 250, and it is, I can't see the horsepower, 350 horsepower. We went super tuned for this one, and it runs the. That's an interesting flicker on that texture there. Interesting. It runs the mowers absolutely no problem at all. So we got we have effectively, words, freed up the. Let's go. Can we get through here? Yeah. We have freed up the New Holland, so that's good. Now, I'm not holding out much hope for this. You swine! Why are you not working? I think I'm going to need to redo that route because it is not liking it at all. So we will turn off that. Yeah, it's close. It's close. It's close, but it's not quite right. So I shall tip this load. I'll have a little play with the course, and I'll see you back in the field. But yeah, that is our new kit. So I've had a little bit of a think. I know, it's strange for me to do such a thing. We are going to mulch, but we're going to do it in style. As stylish as you can mulch, what a thing to say. We are going to use the, let's just get that going, and we want mulchers. We are going to get ourselves the 12.2 meter Horsch Cultro 12 TC. Probably, we'll see what the high purchase comes out at that. That high purchase mod is dangerous. Fantastic, but dangerous for somebody that likes spending money in game and, well, in real life when it's going spare. Yeah, it's lethal. Love a bit of hire purchase, me. And I'm thinking, sorry to jump between menus all the time. We could put canola in, and we could wait for barley, and we could wait for wheat. But I think we're going to, well, we are going to wait, but I think we're going to go for oats. Just because it's something a little bit different. We've got plenty of straw, so we don't need any straw, so we could potentially just log that off the field. Yeah. I'm not too fussed about it. We've got over 1.3 million litres of straw, I want to say. So, yeah. For straw, we are doing fine. Come on, lower down, you swine. But yeah, we can dry the oats, and that'll hopefully bring us in a bit of cash. So, I think that is what we are going to do. Now, I completely forgot to check, but the New Holland has made it back empty, so the tweaks that I made to the reverse course have worked, which is astounding. One that I didn't need to redo it or completely, I just dragged a few little points. So that is good. Wicked. I'm well pleased with that. That is a nice little win. So, I am going to finish this. Now, I won't be able to know how much canola we got off the field because I'm keeping track. And obviously we've already got some in the silo off the previous field. Now, whether we do both fields with oats would be worthwhile, I think. So, I am going to finish this field. We will sleep, and then we'll grab the Horsch mulcher. We'll get both fields mulched, and then we can potentially get through to snow. Need to think, because the green beans could be ready. But we don't need to necessarily harvest them in this episode. So what we will do, like I said, I'll get this finished. We'll sleep. We'll get the mulching done. And we'll go from there, depending on how we go for time, etc, etc. So, I shall see you in the morning, and we'll do a bit of mulching. Well, we're into August 2, and you'll see by not only the big red mulcher on the back of our lovely John Deere, by the money we bought that outright. You know, we could afford to do it, and yeah, why blooming not? I thought we'd use our John Deere, but we'll give it a wash as well. As much as I like the mud effect, yeah, it's we need to be able to see what we're doing. So we will start in field number 9. I like the engine sound on this tractor as well. To me, it sounds different. I don't know. It just seems really nicely done. I wish I could remember who it was by, but yes, it is. Yeah, it's up there for me. I'm glad I actually had a look at it, I suppose. Well, yeah, you'd say. So many times, really, I sort of not miss mods that are coming out, but think, oh, I'm alright, I don't need anything. But there is some amazing stuff that comes out, so it does pay to have a little butchers from time to time. Right, so let's go, and we will we'll go 3. Just not sure what the old turning circle is going to be like with the kit on the back. So 3 for good. There we go. Lower down, and off we go. You know what I didn't check? Oh no, you know what I didn't check then? Oh. Ah, interestingly, oh, it does for canola, doesn't it? Well, that was bloody pointless then, wasn't it? But hold fire. Oh, there we go. Right. So his noobness strikes again. It's fine. We will need it for the green beans and potentially the corn. But the corn might also need ploughing. But we can mulch and do whatever. That's sugar beet. That's green beans. Okay, so what we'll do instead is we'll just take a look in our garage menu. How many horsepower does this take? 320. And we have 350. So what we'll do is we'll see, it does look like it needs doing, doesn't it? Weeds growing. Why does it? Growth harvested needs rolling. That's fine. So yeah, just, I don't know, it makes sense to do it still. And it's letting us. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to mulch it. I am going to be, I don't know what the word would be, fearless in my decision. We bought the kit, we might as well use it. And for me, you would still mulch this. I don't know. I know it says it's mulch because we've chopped this. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to worry too much about it. We're going to get it done. We will then, after this, we might be able to direct drill, to be fair. So we could do that. Obviously once we're into September. But yeah, let us mulch. So this week saw the release of update 1.14, and other than taking an absolute age to download mainly because of the um the pure lack of speed, let's put it that way, of my internet. And I think it was probably sort of peak download time. Everybody was saying from where, ooh, no update. And yeah, it took an absolute age, if I'm honest. But for me, no issues whatsoever. I know some people are having an issue with info display extension, but that's now got an update. But oh my word, some of the moaning about the update. It's broken my save. No, it hasn't broken your save. It's the mods that you've got in that have broken your save. I thought mine had broken there, but it's just saving. From people who you would think would know better. You despair. I despair. I really do. But yeah, for me, loaded up today, and it's been great. No issues at all. People were saying it seems really, really bright, but not in my eyes, but I've not noticed anything really different. And if it is a little bit brighter, does that blooming matter? Not really, does it? Let's be honest. But yeah, all good. And then next week, well, day after this releases for you, will be the Highlands DLC. That'll be out. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that goes smoothly for Giants, because it does look good. Again, there was another sort of blog released. Would it be a blog? Don't know. Of Alistair, and he's going to talk you through it all. I've not watched it. I haven't had a chance. But yeah, it's not far off. And it would be remiss of me not to have a shameless plug here. If you want to get yourself a copy of it, feel free to use code CARTECH. That would be very, very muchly appreciated. So, this is going great guns. 12 bar an hour, not missing a beat. Job's a good one. So, I will get this done. Probably set it on a worker for the other field. And then we'll take a look at what there is for us to do. Cows are alright for food. I'm thinking tomorrow we are going to have at least one, maybe more, new calves born, which would be nice. Milk is starting to be produced. No. We're going straight up and down now. There we go. Milk is now starting to be produced, so once we get this on cruise control, we will use the fantastic time-saving stock check, and we've got 1,157 litres, which is pretty darn good, I think. 205 litres of canola, 205,000 litres of canola, OSR, grass. I need to find where that bale is and get rid of it, because it's bugging me. Or just feed it to the coos. So yeah, we're in a pretty good position. I have cranked the time up a bit. There's no need to be running at ×2 now. There probably wasn't before, to be fair, but I was just conscious of the light leaving us. So I'll get this done and I'll get back to you. We'll set this off in the next field and we'll find ourselves something to do. So what I've decided to do is we're going to put some TMR, rightly or wrongly, as a bit of a supplementary feed for the cows in the pasture. Now, they are not horrendous for meadow, but it is on the decrease. So I've emptied what we've got in. We've got pregnant ladies in there. We should be making them, giving them the best diet possible. So we're going to do that. Now, the other thing I should probably look to do is a bit more straw. They're all right at the minute. Manure is going up nicely, as is the slurry. They're great for food. Not a problem there at all. But yeah, we're getting to that point where the meadow might die off some point soon, hopefully. Because it'll mean we have to feed more often, which is always a good thing to be doing, because I do like interacting with the aminals. Right, so we can now... No, wrong way. There we go. Drop the bucket off at there. Drop it right inside. Get rid of that. Grab ourselves Le Four. In fact, before we do that, I'm pretty sure I put... Yes, I did. The grass. There you go. Silage we want 2. And then hay we want 2. Yeah, I put that there because I can never find the blooming spot while we're here. There we go. See? Trying to do things properly. And we want you of that. Job is a good one. Now, can we... Woo! Get to both of these if we're at a very sort of bit of a different angle. There we go. Right, let's get the forks level, spin that round, spear that one. Oh, look at that. There we go. We should, in theory, there we go, be able to then drop those down. Oh, there we go. Back up a little bit. Why are you stuck? There we go. That look like TMR? Yes, it does. Bottom left. Simple inspector. Right. Let's get this put just there. Actually worked quite well bringing the old sugar beet down here. There we go. 25,302 litres of the finest TMR that we can make. You could put mineral feed in. Could we put mineral feed in? Yes, we could if we wanted to, but I think we're good. I think we are good. So let's just get as close as we can without wiping out our beautiful wooden fence and gate. There we go. There's one of the young uns, frolicking and loving life. Very good. So if we get over here somewhere, there we go. Bit more forwards. There we are. Super. Now let's just see how much of that they're going to take. All of it, I'm hoping. Is plenty of space. It's just a bit of a supplementary feed for our pregnant ladies. There we go. Lovely. So what we got in total? 98, 98-ish thousand litres of food. Job is a good one. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. So the worker is mulching currently. I shall keep going as we are. The money might go up because this evening I might get a chance to do some contract. Fingers crossed. But other than that, I've quite enjoyed that. Showing off our new bits of kit. Our harvest is done for now. And yeah, had some fun with that. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave us a like. If you're new, think about subscribing. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.